The river shall open for the righteous someday.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes, louder. Talk into it.
Can everyone hear me now?
Yeah, that's good.
Can everyone hear me now?
Well, Ben.
Yes.
Alright. My name is Jessie Goldman. I'm in 10th grade and I'm going to be performing a monologue called Let It Go by Crystal Field about a young girl who's welcoming home war veterans and she's giving a speech to like family and friends of them. Good? Everyone can hear? Alright. Hello. Hello all you wonderful family and friends out there. Here you all are, waiting to see our soldier boys coming home. My Joe is coming home. It's a good thing, but I'm not supposed to talk about my own brother. It's too selfish. I'm supposed to talk to you about the general population, about everyone else's brother, father, husband, sugar daddy, sweet, sweet child. And I will. They make a joke. You have to be 21 years old to drink, but only 18 to die. But these boys coming home today are not dead. And soon, they'll be settling in to eat dinner and go to sleep in a proper bed with a down comforter and 200 threat cotton sheets. It's turned into years now with him coming home from his third tour of duty. Just when you think they're out of Iraq, they pull you back in. But now, longing will be filled. Happiness will overflow. His weakness will be made strong. Lucky for them, these young soldiers, they have a mouth to be kissed. Because most of them have lost so many other body parts. Legs, gone. Arms, gone. A kidney blasted apart from shrapnel, a spleen crushed between the rubble from a roadside bomb. Lungs filled with depleted uranium, poisoned by their own weapons. Is that another joke? My brother was happy to go. The recruiters came to his high school. Softly and quietly, they told him about going to college, living abroad, seeing the world outside our little town. Let's leave my brother out of this. We're here to welcome home our young veterans, our children of the future, our young, weary, shell-shocked, disillusioned, dismayed, disenfranchised children of the future. Minds blown by the sounds and sights of war. My brother was at Guantanamo Bay on his second tour. He saw prisoners naked, with hoods over their heads, attacked by dogs just barely held on leashes, and then he saw prisoners on leashes, looking just like dogs, but not attacking. Let it go. That's what my brother always said. We have to let it go and greet our general American population coming home. Coming home to our little town. Their relatives are all here, ready to throw our arms around whatever's left of them. Yes, most of them are here. The president says the war is straining our psyche. These are difficult times. These are challenging times. Let it go. Let it go. My brother, too, he said, let it go. Joe said it in his last letter. Mom, please, let it go. My brother's letter was so full of let it go. Let it go, he said. Let it go. And here I am. I'm letting it go. I am. I'm letting him go. My brother's coming home today. He's coming home without a mouth to kiss, without arms his mom, his cousins, his father, his grandfather, his sister. That's me. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go, Joe. My brother's coming home today. Hear me, Joe. I'm letting it go. My brother's coming in a box. He's coming home 10. Thank you.
Is Ariana Zarka here? Okay, now we're going to have Ariana Zarka followed by Neva Taylor and then Johnny Sachs.
Hi guys, my name is Ariana Zarka and I'm in 9th grade. Today I'm going to be reading you a poem called Bigger Words. As painful as love, as powerful as hate, they tumble off your lips and travel deep into my heart. They are like songs playing in my head, over and over and over again. They look so beautiful, yet gently kill. They travel through my ears into the depths of the sea. They drift through the ocean, slowly swaying with the waves, melting into them like butter in the sun. They are submerging into me, looking so lustrous and radiant, a burden of affliction on my back. The ocean gets tumultuous, and the waves start to weave through each other. They are trying to eliminate the insinuating lovely words from the quiet and peaceful sea. There is thunder and lightning, and the fish are all paralyzed with fear. The ocean is now angry and uneasy. The waves keep pushing and pushing, but it's too late. The words have already sunk to the bottom.
My life. Atrophy. All the ways my body is crumbling. My bones are becoming lighter and more porous, and my muscles are beginning to shrivel. The number of living cells in my cerebral cortex is decreasing. I've had a long history of grappling with the phobia of brain disease. I used to think I was smart. Really, really smart. I thought I was, in fact, the smartest girl in the entire world. I'm not so sure exactly how I started thinking like this. My mother was probably responsible for most of it, seeing how she was only slightly less enamored with me than I was with myself. With my above average 3rd grade test scores, it was basically the logical conclusion to be made that no one was my intellectual equal. At that time, it just fit. I could feel that I was special. Again, my mother told me so, and since I wasn't the best looking girl or the fastest runner or the best singer, that left to intelligence. But let me tell you, being the smartest girl was not easy. In fact, it was a huge, huge burden. I constantly had to make sure that my brain was perfectly protected. My medulla oblongata was a national treasure, a masterpiece, the Mona Lisa of brains. It was not something that could be treated frivolously. If I could have kept it in a safe, trust me, I would have, but I couldn't, so that left obsession with avoiding all forms of brain damage. Danger lurked everywhere. No one was allowed to contact me with anything above my neck. My brain was the holy of holies. No friendly pats, no soccer ball bumps, no kisses on the forehead. Even seeing other people get brain damage flustered me. When I was 11, I was horrified to watch 3 teenage boys smoke pot in Central Park.
I could just hear their poor brain cells screaming for mercy. I was smart enough to know that I shouldn't tell anyone the reason why my head was forbidden territory. No need to spill the secret that I was the Leonardo da Vinci of the 1990s. That would just inspire envy and skepticism. I had to make sure that that disease didn't eat my cranium on my own. 2. Pavlik Morozov. A truly horrible human being, and I'm afraid one who reminds me a lot of myself. Like Pavlik, I believed I was the smartest in the world. And like Pavlik, I decided I knew far more than my parents. And like Pavlik, I was a Marxist. I somehow had gotten my hands on the Communist Manifesto. I read it and understood probably 10% of it, but I did like the catchy saying at the end about throwing off chains. So I declared myself